Oh, the ear's bad. Yeah, that the doctor. Oh, that's fine. Four. I heard four.
I'm really sorry. Speech meet, I never go to. I hate this. It makes you a Where are we going? You like break my legs. Hey, Bella, are you first? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. No, right here. Go right here. No, go right there.
Just don't look at me.
So graphic.
I'm gonna do
Right there. Stand there.
No, you won't. It's okay.
You want to shut the door while you're over there?
Boys, somebody come down here and help me with the laundry. Whose sock is this? I have to train sock a mile away. Wesley, whose sock is this? Boys, they don't greet you either. I could return home for a month on an African safari. After serving time in a jail cell, come back from the dead. Hi, hello, nothing. Okay, maybe if I'm carrying a laundry basket, I might get, hey, what's for dinner? Boys, I said no TV unless your homework's done. Yeah, right. They did all their homework. They lied. Michael! 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 Michael? Every school year, 4 weeks in, Michael's new teacher calls and suggests he has his hearing tested. There's nothing wrong with his hearing. He's just not interested in what most people have to say. They say he has ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity. Suzanne Savannah once said, if your kids are giving you a headache, follow the directions on the aspirin bottle, especially the part that says keep away from children. Motherhood is one of the most difficult jobs on the planet. Politicians, offshore welders, lion tamers, they won't last a day as a stay-at-home mom. Don't believe me? Well, follow the mom in this story, and you'll be begging to fight forest fires at the garden post before you know it. Counting for Three by Terry Collins. Look at that. Now, if I didn't tell you, which one would you say had it? The one juggling tomatoes? The one karate chopping my new mission's coffee table? Or the one running dump truck through the cat litter? Justin, do not. That's dirty. Where are you planning on dumping that? Before I had kids, I was the perfect mother. Never raised my voice. I was a mild, patient, understanding. 3 boys later, I'm doing a great job. My kids are still alive at the end of the day. Well, I started out good. I wake up every morning claiming to be the best mother any kid could ever ask. I am great. And so I run into a kid, and right away he has to start acting like a kid. He won't share with me. He hit me. He called me stupid. Why can't I pierce my tongue? It's my tongue. I remember telling my mom, I want 6 kids. She just said 6, huh? I want 1 first. Every mother knows that continuous exposure to children turns you into a stark, mad, raving lunatic. Any mother who doesn't admit it is a liar. Or shouldn't be operating heavy machinery like a can opener. Tuesday, Wesley had me certifiable by 9 a.m. Wants a brand new $75 football jersey and convinces me he'll have long-term psychological problems if he doesn't get them. So I put my aging skin on hold and get him the jersey instead of my Estee Lauder Commission alpha hydroxy. 5 days later, he didn't lose the jersey. No. He's just not sure of its exact location. Then he left it in the woods. Man, Charlie, in the woods. How? How do you leave a $75 brand new jersey in the woods? You don't have to yell. We were playing football. It was hot. I was hot. He was hot. I'll show you. You will not eat. You will not sleep. You find your jersey. What do you do? I'm giving it to charity. I'm giving it to a kid who's not a spoiled, irresponsible little brat. The adolescent mind. It's just not right. Michael. Michael? Michael! Your book report, when's it due? Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow? Are you crazy? You can't wait until the book report's due to get the book. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it, Michael. Okay, normally I'd rush him off to the library, lecturing him about responsibility, and I'd stay up all night writing a book report on deciduous plants. I'm not doing it. Consequences. That's what all the parenting books say. You have to get up consequences, right? Wrong. You can't convince a kid anything since fall. He'll tell his teacher that he couldn't do his book report because his mean, lazy mother wouldn't take him to the library. He'll believe it too. He'll believe that his F is my fault. And when I can't convince him otherwise, I'll yank the controllers out of his Xbox and hide them in my sock drawer while swearing to deprive him of all liberty and pursuit of happiness for the rest of his young life. And I feel bad. I feel guilty. I have the consequences. Where are all the parenting books when your blood's boiling, huh? Busy man books. Michael's last report was on Brazil. So he wanted to give Brazilian nuts out to his class. Try finding Brazilian nuts without going to Brazil. I go to 16 different stores and I only find some health food store for $18 a pound. So, Mikey, honey, how did your class like the nuts? He doesn't know. He had a few on the bus. Matt Goldbat ripped off the rest of the sack and fed them some class gerbil. Poor thing. Gerbil choked to death during Michael's oral report. Talk about consequences. Any minute, coming in here, sniffing around, looking for food. I used to love them. The kids, they don't like real food. I'm in here making chicken marsala, garlic mashed potatoes, and they want to know if they can have a pizza pocket instead. Last night, I made a macaroni and cheese from scratch. Not that long stuff. Well, apparently, tubular shapes make Wesley gag. Mike likes melted cheese, but I think it's too smooth. Smoothness makes him gag, and Justin doesn't like the color orange. Orange reminds him of Bart, and Bart makes him gag. So they're all sitting there gagging, threatening Bart, and I said, fine, don't eat. But you're not getting anything till breakfast tomorrow. Nothing. I don't feel like cooking. You know what I want to do? I want to go upstairs, take a long bath, and curl up in my bed and read. Then what would everybody eat? Doesn't matter. I don't feel like cooking. If I'm on a diet, I'm a counter visiting my sister in Minnesota. It's my job to anticipate and satisfy everyone's hunger. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then, boys bring their 48 friends over here, so I can feed them too. Sometimes I want to see things. Things popping wrong. Mean, nasty, rotten. Another time, grapes. One time I said a couple of words I realized I probably should have said. You know. But my lips were sealed. It was under my breath through gritted teeth. I whispered something swallowing the words that were coming out. Make your own dinner. Michael, gotta hear the word I say. He heard this. Right away, he's calling all his brothers. Mom's cursing! A big grin on his face, like he's on my buried treasure. Guys, get down here! Mom's cursing! Your mother does not curse, I said. I'm making your favorite dinner. He believed me, so I made his favorite dinner. Corn dogs and french fries. He's eating that trash and looks up at me and asks, Mom, how did you learn to cook like this? He was dead serious. Makes you think. I should be in there playing board games with them. Grand Theft Auto on Xbox. I've got my priorities all screwed up. Chicken marsala, what am I thinking? It's got mushrooms. Boys, come on. We're going out for pizza. Get your shoes on and hurry. Michael has to stop by the library. He has a book report due tomorrow. Michael, what's the name of the book? What book? The book you're writing a book report on. The book report due tomorrow. You don't know. You don't know the name of the book. He doesn't know the name of the book.
That was Bellamy Camp's humorous prose counting to 3. Up next is Emily Show's entertainment, being the youngest sibling.
It's everywhere. In pop culture and generalized society, there's the stereotype that the youngest sibling is the spoiled favorite and can get away with just about everything. This, however, isn't always the case. It's really a matter of perspective. First, we'll check off the pros of being the youngest. Next, I'll talk about being the cons of being the baby sister. And finally, I'll teach you how to be the best youngest sibling you can be. Let's check off the pros first. I'm the funniest, coolest, and most attractive sibling. Growing up around other siblings has led me to pick up a little bit of each of their personalities, and I'm a walking chaos jumble of all four of them. So dear family, before you call me weird, I'm literally you. This is all your fault. Studies show that the youngest sibling tends to be more extroverted and outgoing. Anyone who's known me from a young age can testify that I've never been shy. Whenever my brothers or sisters had a friend over, I wanted to make their friend my friend too. Looking back, they probably didn't appreciate that too much, but the point I'm trying to make here is I've always been really social. Thanks for the social skills, losers. It must suck to have absolutely no friends. Number two, I'm not old, and I never will be compared to them. Anytime I feel personally attacked by a statement or claim made in our sibling group chat, I pull out my favorite insult. At least I'm not old. That's typically met with, at least I'm not a baby who has to ask mom's permission to breathe. Which is a fair point, but can easily be countered with, at least I don't have student debt and bills. On the other side of things, their old age also means they have money, which means they can spoil me, because I'm obviously their favorite financial parasite. However, this aspect entirely relies on what kind of sibling you're dealing with. Chances are you'll have more luck with the programmer sister who married a grad student than the gym rat frat boy living off cup of noodles because he's booting up his PC because he needs to get that Fortnite battle pass. Anytime you're sick of paying for your own stuff, try spamming your older siblings' Amazon links. It's a very fair and subtle way of reminding your siblings that no matter how far away they try to move, they can't get away from you. Now, let's get into the cons. Due to the lack of people who aren't senior citizens in the household, I'm nobody to play video games with anymore. I can get my dad to occasionally play Mario Kart on the Wii with me, but that's not fun anymore because A, I've taught him so well that he wins most of the time somehow, and B, I can't get away with saying some of the things I want to when I play with my parents because I'm a professional in profanity when it comes to competition. Playing with my older brothers was way better. I would ask to join, and they would all too gladly give me a controller. I was so happy to be a part of something that my role models were playing. Turns out all these years later, the controller was not connected to the PlayStation, and they were playing story mode. I didn't even find out I was being scammed until I was like 10. I'm only laughing now because I'm better at Star Wars Battlefront. Sucks to suck, old farts. Who's laughing now? Con number two. All the work in the house is left to you when everyone else leaves. My siblings all had individual chores. The boys took out the trash and took care of our pets, while my sisters did the dishes and cleaned the kitchen. They all moved out because they are ridiculously ancient, and now I have to do all that stuff solo. Anytime I do so much as imply that I wish I had a little less to do, my parents shove me down and tell me that my siblings had to do this, and it's not going to be any different for me. If I question the rule, it's my house. But when it comes to chores and responsibilities, it's our house. Sounds like communism to me. Anyways, now I am our dishwasher. My siblings had a functioning dishwasher. Now it's just me. No compensation, no allowance, not even so much as workman's comp. Just free child labor and washing dishes. Smart move. Congrats, Mom and Dad. Finally, let's find out how to be the best youngest child you can be. I'm an expert in this field. After all, I have been told that I'm the glue that holds my immediate family together. And is it any wonder? The number one most important part of being the youngest is being adorable. No one can stay mad at me for long because I'm nothing but a sweet, innocent angel who does no wrong. And if you'd like to argue otherwise, take that up with Mom. She's already heard my side of the story. Another important thing to remember is you have to keep your older siblings in line. You're older than us and you're supposedly more mature. False. We always know best. We give the best advice. And if you want to be successful in your future, you best listen. Otherwise, we're telling Mom you hit us. This is a direct result of the fact most of us came out of the womb with an authority complex. In my case, my family likes to joke I was born with the personality of a sassy 40-year-old woman. In other words, they are just jealous of the fact I was born with more natural good looks, life skills, and insight. I may hide it behind a low-quality sense of humor, but you could not comprehend the lengths of wisdom I possess. In conclusion, I think every youngest sibling's experience just varies between families, but I think we can all agree that it's not as easy as most people would assume. There are many things that factor into the experience, and it can be just as hard as it is fun. It sucks constantly missing the people you care about most, but I wouldn't change a thing. In conclusion, my research indicates that being the youngest has helped me become the person I am today. And really, in the end, siblings are cool, but we all know that they're just lame disappointments, and I'm truly just awesome.
Next is Nia Betcher's Persuasive Limiting AI.
I'm sure you have noticed and benefited from artificial intelligence in the past couple of years. Most people have used AI devices like Siri or Alexa. They're helpful tools to have for simple math problems or random burning questions that just need to be answered. In some of my classes, we've talked about artificial intelligence phenomena like self-driving cars. Imagine if you never had to drive again. Or imagine you get hurt or killed in an accident because the AI that drives your car failed. Self-driving cars wouldn't sound so amazing then, would they? We've also had discussions in class about ChatGPT, a chatbot that was recently developed. Some of the things we heard about ChatGPT were amazing. And other things, well, they were pretty frightening. A computer that can have conversations with you? That sounds amazing, right? In its entirety, ChatGPT seems innocent enough. However, is AI getting too smart? Is there a future where AI becomes too developed? How do we deal with AI in the coming years? First, I'll give you a general overview of artificial intelligence. Second, we'll see some real-world examples of how AI can be problematic. And finally, we'll wrap up with some solutions to the growing problems. Artificial intelligence can be a wonderful tool, but we must use it carefully. First, let's see a general overview of artificial intelligence. There are a lot of different aspects of AI, and they are not all good or all bad. But what is AI? Artificial intelligence can mean any number of things, from primitive devices like Siri to complex workings like chatbots. The Oxford Dictionary defines artificial intelligence as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. This means that any machine that is capable of thinking or acting for itself is considered artificially intelligent. We've all seen examples of artificial intelligence in our lives, whether we know it or not. One of the biggest examples is Siri. Siri is an artificially intelligent assistant that is accessible on almost every Apple phone. Siri can play music, open apps, send messages, and make calls. A similar device, Alexa, is an Amazon voice-activated device that can do almost everything that Siri can do. Other, more advanced examples of artificial intelligence include Snapchat's virtual friend and Grammarly's virtual editing assistant. Snapchat recently launched an AI friend that can have conversations with you. This friend can talk to the user like a person would. Grammarly's AI will review your writing and decide what sounds best, and make suggestions based on its decisions. These can be wonderful tools, and they can be extremely helpful. We just have to make sure that we limit them to proper parts of life before they cause something abuse. Second, let's see some real-world examples of how AI can be problematic. Artificial intelligence can serve its purpose, but at what point does it go too far? Artificial intelligence has been causing problems in many different fields, including issues in the courtroom. According to the New York Times article by Benjamin Weiser and Joni E. Bromwich, published December 29, 2023, a man by the name of Michael D. Cohen accidentally used the artificial intelligence program Google Bard to write legal documents. In the documents, several citations were completely false and made up. In a separate report covered by Lyle Moran of Legal Dive, published May 30, 2023, New York attorney Stephen A. Schwartz used ChatGPT to supplement his legal research to be used in court. When he later used the information in court, Judge P. Kevin Castell discovered that 6 of the cases that he had used were fake, with false citations and quotes. On top of legal issues, artificial intelligence is being developed for military use. An article titled, "What are Autonomous Weapon Systems?" from the Autonomous Weapons website, accessed January 7, 2024, stated that slaughter bots, or killer drones, use facial recognition and target packages. The algorithm will scan people and decide if they are a target or not, and kill them based on its decision. The article goes on to highlight the problems that this poses, including the continuation of immoral military practices. Antonio Gutierrez, Secretary General of the United Nations, stated that machines with the power and discretion to take lives without human involvement are politically unacceptable, morally repugnant, and should be prohibited by international law. Issues in education are also becoming more and more prevalent. Students are using AI chatbots like ChatGPT to write essays and papers. In many cases, the teachers cannot tell which papers are student-written and which are AI-written. With the many issues stemming from artificial intelligence in the past, there is no way to tell when and if it will ever be ready for such important work. Third, I'll provide some possible solutions to keep AI from becoming too advanced. Artificial intelligence needs to be regulated, or else we run the risk of becoming overwhelmed. AI's constant development puts all humans in danger unless we restrict some aspects of artificial intelligence. Elon Musk suggests we put all AI development on pause for 6 months to stop unrestricted growth of the AI system. I think that this would provide a long enough lull for people to put laws in place that would help keep artificial intelligence from becoming too difficult to restrain. It would also be helpful to draft large amounts of preventative legislation that would be designed to prevent people from developing certain parts of AI or prevent artificial intelligence from being used in certain cases. As long as we restrain artificial intelligence to reasonable parts of life, we can continue having the same quality of life. We have to hold people accountable for their decisions, and we can manage that with laws. If we have stricter punishments for abusing artificial intelligence, people would be much less likely to push their boundaries and see how far they can go. We need to allow very little slack for artificial intelligence since there is no telling what it can do. If we can keep people from writing important documents like medical reports or case briefings, we can greatly reduce the risk of injustice and accidents in the future. Aside from laws, we need to make sure that we teach people the risks of artificial intelligence. If people know what AI can do, they may be much less likely to abuse it. We need to raise awareness about the risks of artificial intelligence, and we may even have to go so far as to have classes in school about controlling AI. One of the worst things that we can do for the new generations that will have to deal with even more complex AI would be to not set boundaries and preventative classes in place. If artificial intelligence is going to be allowed any presence in our day-to-day lives, then we need to confine it to reasonable parts of life. The world is changing drastically, and some of that is good. However, if we are going to continue having life like we've had it, we have to change some things. Artificial intelligence may be the solution to some of our problems, but what are we willing to sacrifice for intelligence? Will AI ever be taught to value human morals and life? Some lines should not be crossed, and artificial intelligence could present problems with maintaining those lines. If we are going to continue developing AI chatbots, drones, and cars, we are going to need some extreme measures to prevent human harm. First, we saw a general overview of artificial intelligence. Second, we saw some real-world examples of how AI can be problematic. And finally, we wrapped up with some solutions to growing problems. Regardless of who you are, what you believe, and where you live, the future of AI is coming, and we have to be prepared for it when it does.
Tucker, you and I switch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next is Tucker Cook's Poetry, American Stereotypes.
I'm not passive aggressive. In fact, I'm the most actively nice person ever. I make a scrumptious tater to a hot dish, and PTA meetings are my favorite pastime. I also drive a minivan with a hashtag #MomLife sticker on the back. I have a needle butterfly tattoo from my 20s, and my cooking may not be 5 stars, but I'm trying my best. Eat the rest of your blackened broccoli, please. The gum's stuck in the baby's hair. My toddler won't shut up. But I'm not just a 35-year-old soccer mom on her last name. I'm a great mother, and so are all the rest of my Minnesota moms. The United States is a huge country full of diverse people of all different beliefs, backgrounds, and cultures. This poetry program paints a picture of just a few of the stereotypical characters you'll come across as you travel this country from sea to shining sea. In the poems Minnesota Mom by Tucker Cook, A Hipster from Oregon by Reagan Ressler, A Florida Man by Jim Ehrman, Texas Syndrome by Jan Rowland, and an excerpt from Let America Be America Again by Langston Hughes. Get to know some of the personalities of this great country. Unique is my middle name. Atticus is my first. The colors of this charmed life are plaid and corduroy. Slick back with beard oil, and accented with horn-rimmed glasses. Every color of the muted earth tone. Every day, is small business silence. And big corporations are the downfall of society. Starbucks is a union-busting, genocide-supporting monster. The local coffee shops are my only time. Find me at a corner table typing sweet nothings into my macro term. Straight espresso, please. None of that extra stuff. The indie music streaming through my headphones right now is real underground stuff. Stuff you probably never heard of. Like Harry Styles and Kate. Oh yeah, this super original line tattoo on my back, yeah, it didn't hurt at all. But let me get real. A hipster's life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Granola and Subarus, kayaking and hiking the trails. This heart bleeds through my hipster threads, and I hope for a better tomorrow, where everyone can feel safe to be the most hipster version of themselves, wherever that means. Sad to admit, but I'm a Florida man with blues, because I'm tired of the way a Florida man is depicted on the news. The Florida man attacks his girlfriend with a banana, but that's not the oddest story of here. Because another Florida man called 911 every time he ran out of beer. Florida man beat up an 18. How strange, how odd, how brash. The reason he was angry, run down an 18 and spit out his cat. The Florida man demolished a liquor store, took out the whole distillery. And when the police arrived to arrest him, he blamed it on a cab. I don't watch the news anymore. I'd rather digest an entire bottle of French. Because invariably, there's a story that begins with the words of Florida. So for change of pace and to alleviate our embarrassment and our shame, I offer you some news that shows all Florida men aren't the same. A Florida man wakes up to his wife of 32 years, with whom he shared the joy, the sorrow, his laughter, and his tears. A Florida man has 3 grown children who have all happily found their way. He even spoke to all those children on the phone the other day. A Florida man has 4 grandchildren who at one time thought his magic scale was dead. And even though they know most of his tricks, still thinks he has a magic button. Florida man has friends and family, and the more his life proceeds, the more this Florida man realizes he has everything he needs. It may not be sensational, it's not filled with bananas or caterpillars or babies, but speaking as a Florida man is the kind of news we love to hear. You're looking for a fight. If you feel like running on horseback, saw bars, prisons, if you want to play poker or drink a whiskey and saloon, perhaps there's a reason. An unhappy childhood, the betrayal of a beautiful ideal, or the desire to enjoy life. Ask yourself the right question. Maybe you had an uncle in Dallas, or have you seen too many movies? Maybe a woman lied to you. Yeah, women smell good. So is it Texas syndrome? Let America be America. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. Let it be that great strong land of love, where never kings connive, nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic greed, while opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. Fine. Can you wait a second so I can grab my paper so I can Cricky.
Okay, we'll wait for you.
Sweet.
Thanks for the compliment.
See you tomorrow, Jack.
We'll wait for Tucker to get back and we'll move on.
Doesn't open.
Okay. Next is Maya No Cheese Poetry Disassociation. We'll cover the camera if you want to cover the camera.
What's fuss?
Orange. Doesn't work.
Maybe so. I'm using this lid. I don't know what this lid is for, but I'm using it. It's a bucket. It's obviously for a bucket, but okay. Okay, it's covered. Live coverage from the bucket lid.
Would you film my presentation?
Ready when you are.
I hate to admit that dissociation is a friend of mine. Putting myself on autopilot just so I can survive. Separating from reality because simply living is all I've got to survive. I wish you could see me and stay on me now. Broken, bruised, so painful. It's absolutely painful. I'm tired of feeling low, but I keep dragging myself down, sinking and caught in the undertow. Somebody free me from this mental charade, because I'm tired of all games, and the iron bars holding me down. Dissociation, psychiatric definition, separation of some aspects of mental functioning from conscious awareness, leading to a degree of mental dysfunction or to mental illnesses. It's another word people use to run away from the world and escape reality when one in distress. Through the poems, Dissociation is a Friend of Mine by Joshua Phelps, Dissociation by Faye Nark, and One Final Breath by Ryu Akuma gave a small insight into the torture of dissociation. I'm tired of being low. It's hard to thrive when I can't figure out how to figure myself out. Happy anniversary, trauma, guilt, and doubt. The past is very critical and I just want out. I keep waiting for an answer, but I know I'm the only one who lets myself down one more time. I hate to admit that dissociation is a friend of mine. I'm sorry if I disconnect sometimes. Please don't give up on me now. I just need someone to make me feel alive one last time. I forget to be myself sometimes. It's weird, like I can't remember. I've forgotten every like darkening me deeper and then all my time to my bestest friend. Dissociation. Oh my god, happy birthday, girl, huh? Birthday? My birthday? Oh, thanks. I've been so busy, I forgot. I'm always down, like I don't know what up is, like the concept of being happy in reality doesn't exist. Like there's a single second moment instant of reality that can ever be for me. That can ever just be happy. So I fade away into the timelessness of dissociation. For some reason, I'm disconnecting, like I'm no more than a piece of technology. I'm tired and I'm angry, but all that is very low beneath my glass step. Looking down at everything that's happening
foreign and fake. My pleading for peace is drowned out. But my feelings that scare me as they rampage, wasting away till my feelings wear themselves out from pushing against the bulletproof glass. So I fade away. Each time I miss the dissociation. My soul is stuck. Whoa. A cup of strong coffee in hand, I can drown in its taste. Makes my heart beat down. The roof bends the form as if the midnight sky was trying to reach the silence out loud. To the unmarked waves beyond the roots. As if the raindrops were prison guards chasing out the rest hole in the cages back in place. The broken folk of me came back. But for all I know, they left another sleepless and monochromatic theater. And I can no longer tell which is louder, the storm inside my head or outside. Glass, lead, gold, chlorine gas. It's all the same, even though some are poison and some are crushing. They hold back my feelings, running slower and slower until my compass floats. Lured away by the promise of false calm, sometimes I even push people away to stay in that place of time, peace, that ever so peaceful piece of glass, lead, gold, and chlorine gas. The roof is the walls of my mind, holding back the madness and everything else I feel, forcing it so far away from that little room, so far away from my sleeping body. And I gasp as my ears ring, hearing everything but nothing at all. Time fades from my grasp. No. None of the cries. None of the lies. None of the lies that carved out chunks of my boundaries to make the map back up to my past. I'm so afraid of them shattering my walls or melt on my glass heart to reinforce them. All I'm doing, all I can do is crawl back into my territory, to raise, into glass, lead, gold, and chlorine gas. One loving breath, and I'm a ghost. Looking through the remnants of its actual window, one. Body a separate vessel from my mind. I'm the person, a spectator, running, speeding in 1,000 different directions. Wish I could episode. How ironic that its only pain can ground me. I think I'm feeling disconnected from this world. To these shapes, is that what a world is? Oh, a beating heart does not always mean a person is alive. I hear a distant scream. Maybe it's not all can you not see. I'm so scared. I'm unleashed to a hollow body. These are impossible. I tell them. Now the sky is spinning around me, and I whisper a desperate final plea. Now I'm stuck playing a game. I can't win. I'm stuck on the sidelines, taunting this body that isn't even mine. One final breath, and I'm floating away. Anchors. I'm floating away.
Yeah, go Lions!
Slay Lion!
Stop!
Stop.
That was Maya Noti's Poetry Disassociation. Up next is Carly Seeger, Humorous Prose, The Certification of Romeo and
You
Juliet.
didn't make it in time. We had to use a bucket lid.
Sorry, I was right here.
Well, you were. said it already. Just be quiet.
Oh. All right, everyone, shut up, please, and thank you.
Oh, Juliet, you're a pearl of great price. You're like 2 pearls, only much, much more nice. You might be like 3 pearls, shiny and rare, but 4 pearls, I think I'd be pushing it there. Who is that? Young Romeo, is that you? It is I, my love, Romeo. That is true. I heard your whole self-speaking speech to the horn, and I love you, my love, just as sure as you're born. Let's find the preacher. Let's get hitched tomorrow. Enough of this fighting, this feuding, this sorrow. Now kiss me once and send my lips to heaven. I can't anymore tonight. It's past 11. Well, it couldn't hurt if we kiss through the horn, and then we'll elope, and the sun lights the morn. There's a good chance you've heard of Romeo and Juliet, probably even read it. And if you read it, you know how difficult yield Shakespearean it is time to time. Or maybe you're just stupid. Either way, wouldn't it be better if it was more comprehensible? And you know who's easily understood? Theodore Geisel, or as you probably know him, Dr. Seuss. Anyway, enjoy the best version of Romeo and Juliet, The Seussification of Romeo and Juliet by Peter Bodell. Oh good, well, Clary, I am sure glad that you're here. Where else would I be? I have not left you in years. Man, you sure are chipper. Last time I saw you, you were blubbering, moping, and singing the blues. That was the only I knew and improved. I'm a hip-hopping, happening, cool, righteous dude. Well, how can I help you, my dude filled with glee? I need your consent. Won't you marry me? Whoa. Listen, punk. I'm a monk. Don't you get it? I live all alone and I'm wearing a habit. No. There's this girl that I met as a late. She is the daughter of Capitulate. Our love is true. Are you sure? Indeed. 190% guaranteed. If I marry this girl to the Montauk Doodling, it may end the war, all this troublesome feuding. Okay, my young pup, I'll tie your knot. But if you're eloping, you'll need a plot. So, Romeo never came home last night? He never came home, and he's still out of sight. Now Tybalt, the nephew of Capitulate, challenges him to a bum balloon fight. A bum balloon fight? That's the worst. Yeah, I know. That would mean curtains for poor Romeo. I can hold my own at true bum ballooning. But young Romy's too busy crooning. Oh look, there he comes now. Romy, what gives? You didn't go back to the place you lived. I met an optometrist. His name is Cupid. He opened my eyes and made me less stupid. I met a new girl. She's the best of the best. She passed the Romeo. Hot mama text. Hey, well, okay, hey, I say. Yippee yay. Yippee yay, okay.
Has anyone seen Romeo Monotone? I need to see him before I go home.
Wow, she's a babe, all right. Look at those girls. She's a fine catch, old son. I guess I was picturing someone more young.
What, are you mental? That's not the new girl. My mistress Juliet inquires about you, but I think she's missing a half-dozen scrolls. As for Nuss, I must ask, what makes you so great? Why do you deserve miscapitulate?
I make a great milkshake. All my friends say so.
That's good enough for me. Where should we meet you?
We'll meet him at Blair's place later today. He'll marry us there, and we'll all say hooray.
I love small weddings. What could be Hamlet?
Excuse me, miss? Could I get your number? So Romeo went back to McLary's house. Not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse! It ain't a mouse, it's a snozzle-nosed dodric, among the tamest of Lindian rodents. He lives in my sleep with this Lindian rabbit, and together they both eat, clean my stinky bad habit. I'm just so nervous. My stomach's a wreck. Where could they be? Just a sec. I'll go check.
I do not like his stinky clothes. I do not like his schnozzle nose. I do not like the mirror fire. I do not like them in a car. I do not like them in a tunnel. I could not push them through a funnel. I only love the girl that I met. Here she comes now. Hey, Julia. Sorry, Lily. You didn't use any cans of spray in my hair. So don't light a match. Oh, I won't. I vow. So, where's the monk? Oh, for crying out loud. I think I know what it is. I'll be back in the chippy, so never despair.
Well, I couldn't find Juliet anywhere. How about marrying this girl here? She looks nice.
This is Juliet, you knuckleheaded monk.
Settle down, Tiger. I don't need this bump. Now get up. Now kneel down real quick. I gotta floss my cat so he won't stick. Now make sure your greens are switched. You may now kiss the bride. I pronounce you ditch. So Romeo and Jay were happily married. They yelled hooray, and then off they scurried.
You want to give a free-for-all speech? Freestyle?
Okay, next is Maya Ochini's POI.
Give me a
Broken
topic and I bet I
Trust,
can
and
do
I
it.
will get the bucket lid.
I'm about to just reading off of something.
Why is it that my
I brought
I
my
can't-
little Jesus stuff.
You brought your little Jesus? All right.
why was that my best round ever? And it's not even a competition. Okay.
I think I did all right. It probably wasn't the best one I've given, but it was all right.
All right, good deal. Yeah, how long ago was that?
Huh?
When did you go? Right before this one?
I went fourth, so 2 before this one.
Live performance from the bucket lid.
You gotta stop saying that every time.
Mayan,
this your
I
toy?
love you.
Yes, this is my toy.
Everyone,
This isn't as
Maya's
nice.
just
the
really.
whole time, the whole time.
Let Kansas in.
No, like, you know what?
Maya's just really shy, and mine is fine.
No, that's not what I mean.
Kansas!
Ryan, I was told I have to take pictures, okay?
Mayan,
Kansas
if you
is.
want, I can stand here and go la 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 into the iPad. I can do it.
Emily, your youngest child speech was very true.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I can say by
It's so real. Thank you.
It is not. The youngest child
Okay.
is on this one.
A quick disclaimer, this program mentions topics such as suicide or suicidal thoughts and childhood trauma.
Woohoo! My favorite.
Once upon a time, once upon a time, penguin, reindeer, and fox were all great friends. Penguin and reindeer found a load of fruit, and they decided to keep it a secret. On the way back, they met Fox, who even though still happy, asked them why. They told him they couldn't tell him because it was a secret. But Fox said that they could trust him, so they told him about the fruit. According to CBS News article, only 1/3 of Americans feel they can trust their fellow citizens. Trust is the glue that holds together our society. Without trust, we lose faith in our relationships and our love for those we are supposed to care about will crumble. It was a short story, A Big Mouth Fox. The poems Broken Trust and Trust Issues by Stephanie Wilder, and the short story My Dear Family by Maya Chidi will experience what happens when trust is broken. When they arrived at the village, Fox forgot about his promise and told everyone he would. When Penguin and Reindeer returned to the place where they had found the fruit, it was all gone, as if animals of the village had already been there and eaten it. Trust issues can manifest in a variety of ways. For example, a person who finds it difficult to trust may not believe what other people say. It makes it very difficult to develop close, intimate connections with other people. I think it started when I was 4 looked up at my dad as he packed our memories into boxes taller than I was. He looked down at me. My eyes were enough to ask him the question, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm leaving." I remember the first tear of millions that fell down my cheek at 4.5. As the first tear fell, so did I. I fell to my knees. I begged, I pleaded, and I cried. No longer was I the happy, cheerful child after that. I felt so much. I felt so much for so long. I felt so much. As a 6-year-old, and I wondered, if I died, would Daddy come back? If I did good in school, would Daddy come back? If I just lied and said that I was okay, would Daddy come back? He didn't. You always said that you loved me. You always said that you cared. You always said that you would be with me. That you would always be there. You told me that you were here. Through all the pain that I feel, you told me that you were here with me. Till your very last moment. But you were never there. Through all those endless nights, you could never stop the crying. After all those fights. That same day, Penguin and Reindeer found another place full of food. And the same thing happened again with Fox. Angered by these betrayals, they devised a trick for Fox. The next day, they told Fox about a lake. A lake so full of fish it took no effort at all to catch them. Again, Fox told everyone in the village. Fox came by the next day, covered in cuts and bruises. After telling everyone in the village about the truth, everyone, including the poor bears, had gone there. But finding nothing, they felt deceived. I have given Fox a good beauty. Suspiciousness. Trust issues can make you feel suspicious of other people's intentions, even if there's little to indicate that their actions are such. You may feel like others are trying to harm you or deceive you. My heart tore, and you just walked away. My life went up in smoke, and everything was great. Now, after all that's happened, how, after all the lies that you told, how could you lie again? How could you be so bold? You say it again. You are good. I'm here for you back. Sure, I'll be there, and I'll care, and you know that's the fact. He didn't really come back. I waited for so long, but he never came back. And nothing is ever the same again. I became vengeful and angry, even towards the people I cared about. I blotted all my feelings out with a permanent marker. I stopped saying I love you or giving hugs and blowing kisses. I drowned myself in sorrow that I felt, so I didn't lash out at those around me. But then the water started boiling, and I heard everyone around me, regardless of whether I wanted to or not, Fox learned that keeping people's trust is very important. And that to get it in the first place, you have to earn it with loyalty and always keeping your word. Penguin and Raven devised another trick for Fox, but as he was no longer a big mouth, he did not betray them. Penguin and Raven thus regained their trust in Fox, thus forgiving him. Hey, at least I got tougher, my feelings got sharper, and I learned how to hurt them with words. I made them into glass shards and stabbed them in people's sense of security. I made them so well that even my mother, who was the one to teach me insecurity, was hurt by them. I made them so often that the fractured pieces molded to my skin and formed my personality, returning every word I am giving with detailed slashes. They leave both of our skins smaller, because as the glass digs into you, it buries itself deeper in my skin. Self-sabotage. Trust issues can lead to self-sabotage. For example, you might engage in behaviors that sacrifice your relationships because you find it better to end them now rather than be hurt later. You always said that you loved me. You always said that you cared. You always said you would be with me. That you would always be there. Now, after all that's happened, after all the lies that you told, how could you lie again? How could you be so wrong? I got over it then. And I learned that not saying my feelings was better than speaking them, because nobody wanted to hear the words of someone who never seemed like they could put more than half of themselves in someone other than themselves. I wore hoodies and long pants every day because feeling ever so slightly insecure would make me self-destruct and defend myself in the best way I knew how. Hurting everyone else until they hurt like I did. Until they know the internal chaos that I felt. And I stopped focusing on the negative. No matter the situation, you always find yourself focusing on what you expect to go wrong. You always notice people's weaknesses, mistakes, or flaws before you ever notice their positive qualities. I gave you trust. You gave me lies. I gave you hope. I can see it in your eyes. Now, after all that's happened, how did you learn again? How did you be so bold? Not all my legal words. Some are just too deep for that. Sorry doesn't make me better. Some things never remembered. Easy to break the heart, you break trust. But some broken things can never be mended.
Mine, look.
We aren't done.
Right here. Baby's
I told you so.
No, you're good. What you think about that?
Yeah, is that why you were healing while it was going on, Tucker?
Oh, yeah.
I saw you and I almost.
You're doing it wrong. It's more like, stop doing it, both of
It's
you.
like this.
I almost broke character because of you. Are you kidding me? Hey guys, we have one like on the thing.
I had to
I don't know what to do with this. Just gonna leave it here. Bambi can come get it.
That was so
We're not saying anything else on the camera. Oh.
You have to put the shirt back.
Shit, every time the bucket lid would go on, she'd go live.
Yeah, throw the bucket back. Emily, come on, hurry up.
I need to put my
Well, I want to make sure Emily doesn't say anything she's not supposed to.
What are you
I
not
know she
supposed to
will.
say?
a lot of things, apparently.
This is Emily Schultz, by the way.
Did you guys leave it uncovered?
No, we covered it.
Oh, believe me, they know who I am. Emily, come on. By the way, this is live on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Wait, guys, we have to set the stuff back.
Bye.
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 Maya. Emily Schultz has left the building.